Hey everybody, welcome to our Diesel Nation team call. Tonight I am your host. If you don't know who I am, my name is Paulina Nowak. I'm super excited. Today is August 29th, 2016, and this is going to be a really awesome call, so I hope you guys are ready. If you are hopping on now, please mute your line so we don't have any feedback in the recording. But if you don't know, Christy and Becky are usually the hosts for our team call, but they are in San Diego for a Tony Robbins leadership event. So I got the honor and privilege of being the host tonight. So I'm super excited. This is the biggest team call I've ever hosted all on my own. So if I am a little nervous, just know that ahead of time, but I'm super excited and I put together an awesome presentation. So I hope you guys are ready. So get a notebook out, a piece of paper, a pen, or your phone, whatever, to take some notes. And if you guys are ready, I'm ready. So let's do it. Please mute yourself. I still hear some feedback, so. Okay, let me get my PowerPoint. Thumbs up if you can see my PowerPoint. Awesome. Okay, so here we go. Like I said, today is August 29, 2016. My name is Paulina Nowak. If you don't know me, I've been a coach for almost 4 years now. When I got started, I wanted nothing to do with the business. I solely wanted to do this for the discount because I was barely making any money at my old job. It was hard enough to pay for Shakeology, and I just wanted the discount and save some money. So just know that if you have been just solely a discount coach, or if you have coaches on your team that are just discount coaches, never lose hope or faith that they can turn into a business builder, because it is possible. And even Christina Delgado started off as a discount coach, and look at her now. So don't discount your discount coaches. But anyways, to get started, I wanted to just briefly go over some announcements. So make sure you're locking Success Club 5 or more. We have only a few days left in August, and this is Team Cup month, but don't give up. Miracles can happen if you put in the work and you believe in it and you manifest it. It can happen and it will happen. So have that positive attitude. Go out, make invites, offer incentives, make a last call post, reach out, follow up with people who you've talked to in the past that weren't ready yet, and just make it happen. So if you don't know, you should know, but this whole month, all the top challenge packs were on sale. And if you look at FAQ 1007, you will also get some surprising awesome news if you look at that FAQ and see when those sale dates are going down. A little insider info, if you looked at that, or if you will look at it, all the challenge packs are going to stay on sale. So for the next month, and I think even until November, they're not going down. So if you were really excited about August and having all the challenge packs on sale, guess what? They're going to stay on sale. So even better for us and our businesses, and Beachbody is really helping us out in these last few months of the year. Next is the Beachbody Health Bet Challenge. It's starting on the 5th until the 2nd of October. So make sure you're getting your challengers and your coaches on board and the My Challenge Tracker app, like today. And that's FAQ 4477 for more information on that. Next is the 3-week yoga retreat launching on the 31st on Beachbody On Demand, and you can find all the information on there at FAQ 35. So make sure you are checking that out so you know what to expect, how to promote that, how to talk to your people about it, how to tell your current customers on Beachbody On Demand about it, because it will be up there. And then September Surge with Carl Deichler on the 1st at 8 p.m. Eastern time. He's going to go on for an hour and a half. So make sure you set that time. You schedule it into your calendars, your agendas to be on, because it's going to be super, super awesome. Okay, so next, I will get started. So I'm going to be talking to you guys about team culture. So a little bit of backstory. Currently, I am a 2-star diamond coach. And it was I want to say slow climb, but it was all worth it, and I failed forward and I learned a lot. And like I said, I started out as a discount coach, so I I didn't have the right mindset of building a team and sharing this opportunity and really like seeing it. But once I did see it, I've been, working on ways of sharing that with other people and, hosting team trainings and putting, a lot of effort and work into my team page and, trying to support my coaches. But there's a lot of times that I felt frustrated. I felt like I'm talking to myself on my team page. I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that. You feel like you're putting so much effort in and you're not getting the same effort back. And you're like, what's wrong? What am I doing wrong? Why is my team not moving forward? I must suck as a leader. Like I've had plenty of nights, especially, one time, for example, like I had a team call and I guess people forgot or, whatever, it didn't work out for their schedules and no one showed up. And I'm like, this is like the worst feeling in the world. Like I suck, But I will say that even if you feel like that right now, or if you have felt like that in the past, that's not true. You do not suck, and your team does not suck. You just have to be more intentional about cultivating those relationships with people you have, and also recruiting and sponsoring people that you want to work with, because this is an amazing part of the business, is that we get to choose who we work with and who we want on our teams. So going off of that, I didn't hit 2-star until this past November is when we qualified for it with my team and my 2 diamond coaches. And like I said, I've been a coach for almost 4 years now. So it took me a long time to kind of develop my leaders and develop that team culture. And for me, I thought that I was doing all the right stuff because, like I said, I had my team page, I had my trainings. I would consistently give them all these tools and resources, but no one was really engaging with it or participating. And the missing link was that I wasn't really creating those friendships with these people first. They wanted to join my team, and for some reason they were attracted to me into the business, but I wasn't treating them as friends. I just saw them as people that were on my team, and not that I don't love on my coaches, but I didn't have that step in between them, signing up and being on the team and plugging them into my trainings and stuff, and then that extra step of actually getting to know them and developing those relationships, and that's where the magic will happen. So that's what I'm going to be talking about today. So your tribe. So a tribe is a group of people having a common character, occupation, or interest. And the whole point of this is to find your tribe and love them hard. Because if you find people that have the same likes and interests as you, then that's where the magic will happen. So the only way to have friends is to be one. So as a coach, we do have a lot of responsibilities. We have, our challengers, we have our customers, we have our prospects, we have our coaches to all be, taken care of and developing those relationships with and strengthening those bonds with. But we can't forget about the people that we sponsor into this business. You have to get that mindset off of you and the mindset onto them and their goals, because your goals aren't going to happen if they're not helping you reach them. So you have to focus on them first. So be a friend and amazing things will happen. So, so your vibe is going to attract your tribe. And what I mean by this is, who are you attracting? Are you being the coach you're trying to attract? So if you're not a business builder, if you're not showing up every single day and working your business, you can't expect a rock star to just come along and want to be part of your team and be the next Lindsay Matway or Melanie Mitro. Sorry to burst your bubble, but that is not going to happen. You have to be that person first, and then they're going to follow by your example. Another thing, are you getting to know your prospects to see if you'll be a good fit together? You have to figure out, these people's personalities and their strengths and what they want and what they like and things to see if you even mesh well as a team together. Because if you're just taking anyone, most likely they're not going to be the people that you actually want to invest your time into, and they want to help you build this awesome kick-ass team with. So like I said, are you being intentional, or are you just taking anyone you can get? And are you acting like a friend? So the way you're treating your coaches, would you be talking to your friends like that? Would you be, reaching out to them the same way you talk to your friends and reaching out to them and stuff like that? This business is based off of relationships. So if we're not having relationships with people, it's going to be super, super hard to build a team of people who are all in it together to do some awesome things like hitting elite and premier and just, like reaching each other's goals and being together and going to summit and having that camaraderie and that feeling of like, wow, like these are my friends. Like this is our team. We're doing this together and we're going to help inspire thousands and millions of people together. Like if you don't feel that friendship and that bond with them and you're not working to create that, like I said, it's going to take you a very, very long time to get to that level. So next, who do you want on your team? So on your piece of paper, you can do this now or later, but determine the characteristics of your future friends. Because like I said, these people are going to become your friends and you want them to have similar interests with you. You don't want someone who's the complete opposite of you, who you can't stand being in a room with for more than 5 minutes, because that's not going to work. So you have, for example, like things that I want in my team and I want in my future friends. So I want go-getters. I want dreamers and doers. I want people that are positive and ambitious, coachable and caring. I want team players. I want fun havers, people that like to enjoy and have a good time. Future girl bosses, animal lovers, people who love to travel, because we get to travel with our friends and our coaches and our team. So I want people who enjoy all the similar things that I enjoy. And that way, whoever I'm recruiting to my team, I know that they are going to get along with each other too. Okay, so fact. Team culture is not something you can fake. It's something you create. So like I said, for a long time, I was kind of like hitting a wall, thinking to myself, like, what am I doing wrong? I'm sharing all these trainings. I'm doing all this stuff. Like, this is my team culture because I'm saying it, but I wasn't really doing it and showing it and sharing it. So it wasn't coming across to my people because, like I said, just, sharing the trainings with them, it wasn't anything personal or interactive with them to be like, oh, wow, like I get this vision. I see what she wants to do. I see, the moves she's making, the example she's setting, like I want to do what she's doing. That was a missing link in what I wasn't doing. So friends first and business second. So you'll get all you want in life if you help enough other people get what they want. And that is so true. So creating friendships with your downline and not just your PS coaches. So all these people that you're sponsoring into your team, whether, like I said, they're your PS or someone in your downline, your PS coaches, PS coach, whoever, they're all part of the team. Like you have to welcome them and love on them no matter what, even though you're not technically their sponsor. But you're still, a leader and you have to step up to that role. So make sure that everyone feels like they're a part of it. It's not about you, it's about them, like I said. Find out who they are, what they like, what they want, and what their vision is. Because if you don't know those things, if you don't know if, a coach on your team has a dog or has a kid or is in school or whatever, like how are you supposed to connect with them when you don't know anything about them? You just know them as a name in your drill down. Like that is not what this is about. Like, a lot of my coaches now, like, and people in my downline, I'm seeing like we have so many things in common. Like it's kind of crazy, like the coincidence. Like we have, the same kind of like black lab and we like the same kind of music and things like that. So once you become more intentional and like I said, you're just like putting that vibe out there, your people will find you. So it's like really awesome that that's the way like it works. So getting to know them on a personal level and not just like their monthly goals. So before I struggled with, like I said, getting their goals and kind of, like doing a GSR, but never talking to them again on like a personal level and thinking like, oh, if they need me, they'll reach out to me. But it's not always true. Some people, are shy or they feel intimidated or they feel like, oh, she's so busy. Like, I don't want to like reach out to her. So you be that one to reach out to them and ask them if they need any help. When there's a new person in your downline, whether or not you sponsor them or not, send them a little message and say, welcome to the team. Like make them feel special and that you actually care about them because you should be caring about them. Investing your time in them and creating opportunities for your team to get to know one another. So whether that be, Zoom calls, if there's any like coaches that are local, like doing like little meetups or whatever, just finding ways for them to connect with one another too, because it's not just about you connecting with them, but it's about them possibly finding their success partner or someone else that they have something awesome in common with like, you know, a mom. Like I'm not a mom yet, like I have my dog, but that's it. So maybe someone on the team can connect with another coach on your team because they have similar things like that, and they can become success partners and like blow it up. So showing them that the team is an uplifting community through your actions. Like I said, it's not about just talking about our team culture and saying, oh yeah, we're so awesome, we're so positive and uplifting. It's actually showing them and showing up every single day and being there for them so they know what it is, and that way they can duplicate that same culture. Encourage positivity, empowerment, and accountability from day one. Pretty self-explanatory. So group support leads to faster breakthroughs. So this is something that I've actually seen in my team since we recently, I want to say like maybe 2 months ago or so, one of my leaders and I got together and we started a thread. We called it Success Starters Thread because we both had 2 new coaches who were business builders who said like from the get-go like that they wanted this. So we thought, okay, let's start this message thread with each other, with them. So there's 4 of us, right? And we'll just communicate. We'll share like little tips of things we're doing. If we have like a good invite script, we could send it to these girls because we know that they want to work. We can, you know, do like little check-ins. They can kind of be like their own success partners because they're both starting out at the same time. And that group, like, it has been like game changing for our team because the month after that, like we got some more business builders. So we added them to that little thread. And now like we have 13 people in that thread and we're talking all day, every day pretty much. And we're inspiring each other. We're encouraging each other. We're empowering each other. If it wasn't for having this place for them, because on a team page, honestly, like I said, sometimes it does feel like I'm talking to a wall. Like I'm the only one posting on there. No one really is engaging. But there's something special about having a message that it's more personal and it's more instant because they're going to get notifications on it, right? So if other people are like constantly posting in the message, they're more likely to see that first than to go into the team page and like read the post or whatever. So it's really been like groundbreaking. And like I said, since starting this like Success Starters thread, we've had people who got the courage to finally post their transformations, who, you know, haven't been able to do so because they were scared for so long. But hearing someone else that they did it, you know, and like got an amazing response, they finally got the courage to do it. It didn't feel so scary because they knew that there was other people doing the same thing and feeling the same way. But if they can get over that and, you know, like just do it, they had that courage and that empowerment to do the same thing. Sharing ideas together, like I said, sharing scripts, things that work, things that don't work, you know, little morning motivational videos, anything like that, that is strengthening our bonds as a team together. We're getting to know one another because it's not always about talking about the business. Like we're talking about life stuff. Like we get on almost weekly, like Wine Wednesday Zooms and just talk to each other and get to know each other and like create those friendships. So having those opportunities for your team, it's going to make them see the culture and the vision and feel part of it much, much faster. And that's where all the great stuff comes from, right? Because then they're feeling empowered, they're feeling inspired, they're feeling motivated. They're going to want to change lives too because they're seeing the amazing opportunity and community that we've developed. So who wouldn't want to share that, you know? Okay. So team building activities, how to foster better relations with your tribe. So like I mentioned before, shifting your thinking from me to we. Welcome your new coaches to your team page. Give them shout outs, give them lots of love so they feel, you know, very encouraged and empowered. Hosting weekly Zoom power hour calls. This is another thing that we started implementing for a few weeks now. We do them twice a week. We do a live power hour and we do like a live half power hour. And we're doing this actually with my success partner, which is really cool because it's not just us and our team, it's her and her team too. So not only are they feeling that culture within our team, but they're developing relationships with another team in the network. And that's really cool because you want your people not just to be friends with like Diesel Nation coaches, because we're a huge community of like almost 500,000 people as a whole in Beachbody. So you want them to be friends with other people too. Like I said, Wine Wednesday calls or like local meetups if you do have coaches that live around you. Group message threads with new coaches and working coaches. Empower and delegate the work. So when you're hosting a free challenge or a challenge group, like ask your coaches to pitch in the work. Like we've been doing a lot of team groups together, which is awesome. And I think It's great. Yes, we want our coaches to be independent and like do their own groups too, but especially for newer coaches who are just starting out, who kind of don't know what to do or don't have enough people for their own group, like have them work with you, have them, schedule some posts for you or look up some resources to share in the group. And that delegation, like, number one, it helps you because you don't have all that on your plate, and it's empowering them to be like, okay, like she gave me this job, like I have to come through, I have to do it too. And then they're showing up for their people in the group and, building their leadership skills. So sharing your vision with them so they can share theirs too. So something I started being more intentional about is sharing my vision for this business and my future and stuff on my Facebook page. But I realized that I wasn't sharing it enough in my team page and with my team in like the group thread and stuff. So I made an effort to share that with them too. And then the awesome thing is, once I like kind of broke that ice, I had an amazing response, and I had other coaches who never shared before like their vision and where they see themselves in 5 years because of this business. And these are like newbie coaches talking about how like they want to do this full force, like they want to be home, they want to have that freedom, that flexibility, travel and do things with their family, like all because I just shared my vision with them. So you have to remember, like whoever's coming in, like they don't really know what your purpose is in this. Like you have to share that with them and encourage them to share theirs with you, so that way you know how to better help them and support them on their journey in reaching their goals. So that way you can also reach yours too, and you can do it together as a team. So encourage them to share what's working, what's not working, figuring out strategies together. Because sometimes, on harder months like August, I'm not gonna lie, it has been a struggling month. And sharing with my team, knowing that they're on the same boat, like we've been able to kind of come up with new ideas, and we're doing this new sneak peek, we revamped it, and I'm working with my success partner, and we're doing like these really cool things, and all this awesome like momentum is building because we're figuring out what can we do to better ourselves and better our approaches, better our social media presence, all that together. Make their learning curve easier and your systems duplicatable. So now when I'm doing like a GSR call with a new coach, or I'm signing someone up, the first thing I'm telling them is you need to share your journey on Facebook. Forget the team training, forget like doing all like the coach basics and all that stuff. Like if you're not willing to share your journey on social media and why you became a coach, none of that other stuff it's not going to matter. Like you can watch all the YouTube videos you want, you can do all the trainings you want, but if you're not actually going to just like take that first step and get out of your comfort zone and just do it, it's not going to work. So, and that took a long time for me to figure out. So now I'm telling my coaches, like from the get-go, like this is what you need to do, and you need to do it every single day. So getting them out of that comfort zone and just sharing with them like my shortcomings and like my failures, and talking about like how really bad my posts were from like, on Time Hop, when you see those like really bad posts come up of like the stock photos and you're like, oh, Combat is on sale for $140. Who wants to buy? Here's my link. Terrible, terrible, terrible. So I get to share those with my coaches so they don't make the same mistakes as I did in the past. Okay, so alone we can do so little, together we can do so much. And that is the truth. So be in this together. I don't know how other way to say this, but as a team, like you can help duplicate your success and share this opportunity and share your journeys and encourage one another. And one little tip I will say, I don't have it in this presentation, but one thing I have been doing, like with all the new coaches coming into the team and my PS coaches, I've been on social media on Facebook. You can have them, you can edit them in your friends list to put them as like a close friend. So that way, whenever they're posting stuff, you get a notification that they posted. So what we've been doing in our team, like whenever someone posts, like if it's like a challenge group post, a free group post, talking about the team or whatever, we're loving on each other's posts all the time. And people that are friends with them on Facebook might not know that we're all their coaches or on the same team. They just might think like, oh wow, like she's getting so much engagement on her posts. So many people like want to join her group. So that's going to help them be more successful. So like love on your people, show them love, like comment, likes, like all that stuff, and tell your coaches to do the same with each other and have them be friends with each other on Facebook and just solidify those bonds together and strengthening the team. So we are a people helping people business. So don't forget to help your coaches, not just your challengers, reach their goals. So whether it be fitness stuff or health or financial, like you need to know like what they're working for, and don't forget about them. A little recognition goes a long way. So recognizing big and small efforts. Like I said, we had some coaches last week who were, newbies putting out their coming out posts. So like we hyped that up. We gave them so much recognition and so much love for taking that step and just like posting their transformation. Any kind of little thing, like we're trying to show them like, that's awesome. Like that's a great step. Like keep doing it. Now, like some of the girls in our sneak peek group were sharing like short videos of like why they signed up as a coach and how it's changed their life. And like literally I've been in almost like tears all day long watching these videos because like these women are amazing. And we loved on all those posts. Like even though it's a sneak peek and we want our prospects to be like commenting on our posts and our videos, like I'm telling them like how proud of them I am and how much I love on them and how amazing they are. Because like that's what we need to do. We need to be duplicating that type of team culture. So growing and learning from one another. That comes with communication. Collaborating with your team and leading together. So I've taken a step back from being the leader of Diesel Dreamers and, like having my coaches and their coaches step up and delegating and doing the work together because it's not just my team, it's our team. Don't rush the relationship. Go at their pace and love on them where they're at. So some people might not be ready to run with you, and that's okay. But like I said, don't leave them behind and don't forget about them. Someone who could be a discount coach now, next year can be your next Rockstar Diamond coach. So just make sure you keep those relationships going and just, fostering any type of communication and things like that, reaching out, on a like bi-weekly basis, monthly basis, just checking in on them and seeing where they're at. Work with the willing. So setting your expectation from the beginning that you're going to match their efforts. So if your coaches aren't working right now and you feel like you're dragging them along, well, maybe it's time to find new people. You can't force anyone. You can't convince anyone to do this with you. But if you are showing up, like I said, every single day, if you're setting the expectations, if you're figuring out what they want and how much effort they're willing to put into it, that's how you're going to know how to help them and how much time you should invest into them. So a good way you could do this, besides, creating those relationships and communication and those conversations like privately and in the team and doing like a group thread, you could do like a simple woohoo form and like a new coach form or like a monthly goals form and kind of asking them questions like, where do you see yourself in 6 months from now? Like, how much time are you putting into your business? Are you hitting success goal consistently? How much time are you putting into your business? Whatever, like what's your ideal income with this? So that way you know where they're at and how you can help them be more successful. And lastly, so which direction are you going? So you need to get everyone rowing in the same direction, and the only way to do this effectively is by cultivating the kinds of strong relationships where heading in the same direction feels like the only option. And that direction can't be as far away from them, far away from you than they can possibly get to either. So the point of this is, like, no matter where you are in your business, rank-wise, income-wise, whatever, like, you need to meet your people halfway. Like, you have to show them that it's possible for them to, like, you're paving the way for their success and sharing, like I said, your tools and what works, what doesn't work, what your failures and whatnot. But they need to see the bigger picture. They need to know where you're going with this and how seriously you take it. So that way you can inspire them to see, like, okay, maybe my goal of, quitting my part-time job or my full-time job in a few years isn't so far-fetched. Like, she's doing it, why can't I do it too? So sharing that vision with them and telling them and asking them to share their vision with you is the only way you can do this together as a team, because that's what a team is. So that is pretty much my presentation. I'll stop my screen share. I see a lot of comments in the chat. Does anyone have any specific questions for me? Any comments? Feel free to mute yourselves and just let me know. Let's see. So we are a team. We're in this together. Exactly. Dogs are babies too. I agree. Weekly power hour calls ideas are good. Yes, and there's lots of if you just Google Beachbody Power Hour, you'll find a lot of resources that other coaches post. If you want to see mine, I'm willing to share all my resources with you guys. Just message me or tag me in the team page, whatever. Getting out of your comfort zone is key on this journey. Exactly, and you got to be willing to do it every single day. Comment pods, yeah, group chats. Thanks, Jenna. Awesome. Well, I think you guys got a lot of takeaways, so I'm happy about that. And like I said, never in a million years would I think that I'd be able to host a call with 65 people on it. I probably would have thrown up and made every excuse in the book to not do this, because I was a girl in 7th or 8th grade, we had to memorize a speech, and I was literally shaking at the podium in front of my class of 20 kids who I grew up with from kindergarten to 8th grade or whatever. So being in front of you guys, if you feel this is intimidating or you're shy or introverted or you could never do this, you totally can. But it takes practice. It takes obviously getting out of your comfort zone and just be willing to learn and grow as you go. Because even 4 years into it, I'm still learning and I'm still growing. And that's why my team is going to keep moving forward, because I'm willing to put in the work today. So that way in the future, my team and I are going to be chilling on some beach somewhere, sipping margaritas, eating lots of tacos, because I love tacos. If you don't know me, I love tacos. Yes, I'll share the PowerPoint in the News Nation page. But we're going to do this together. That's my vision. And I know that they're with me in it, and they're going to want it too. And those are the people that I'm attracting and that we are attracting as a team into Diesel Dreamers. And yeah, it's incredible. It's just mind-blowing. Christina and Becky have created a team of 15,000 coaches in 6 years. Just think about that for a second. Imagine yourself 5 years from now, how amazing and how big and how powerful and how kick-ass your team can be. If you just put in the work and duplicate your efforts and love on your people and find other people too that want this. So that's what I got. Like I said, I hope you guys got a lot of takeaways. It's 9:36, so I don't want to keep you guys too long. But yeah, whatever you want, put your mind to it and share your vision and just go after it. So lastly, if you haven't hit Success Club right now, you better go invite 20 people and start doing your follow-ups and talking to people, because it's going to be worth it. The work you put in today, exactly, you go girl. I see you with your phone. The work you put in today, you might not reap the benefits of it right now, but 2 months from now, 3 months from now, even a year from now, I have people messaging me that I haven't talked to in a very long time who are finally ready. So you just got to keep showing up. One of my rock stars, Katie, she joined my free group a year ago, and 4 months ago, she's okay, I want this. And she went all in, and she is going all in and putting the work. So you never know. Just keep showing up, keep inspiring, keep sharing your journey, keep sharing your vision, keep loving on your team and your coaches, and know that what you're doing is not in vain. Everything, all the work you're putting into it is for a reason. So don't give up, guys. I love you all. Rolly, can you please take a picture of us? On your print screen, sorry. I'm not tech savvy, but I wanted to capture this awesome moment. So everybody smile, and we'll just do I guess the 3 screens. Just keep smiling.
Second screen, keep smiling. One more. One. All right, got it done.
Awesome. Yay. I love you guys. Diesel Nation, honestly, okay, another one last point. Diesel Nation as a whole, if you haven't been to Summit, if you haven't been to a live event, like Chrissy and Becky have created an amazing team culture. Like there are no other really teams like us. Like we are a family. You find another Diesel Nation coach and like they're going to be your friends from day one. Like without even knowing, just the fact that we have that connection, that's the type of team culture you want on your team. You want your people to be BFFs from as soon as they see each other, like on the first Zoom. And that's why like I can't wait for Summit because I already know, yes, I can share my clean eating group resources with you guys and all that stuff. But yeah, like you want your people to show up at an event and like feel that love and feel that connection because you've been working on that and giving them opportunities to meet each other and connect and talk with one another. So have a great night. Go earn Success Club. Go find your tribe. Love on your current tribe and kick butt because you guys all can do it. You just got to realize that and just put in the work. That's it. Put in the work. So I'm going to stop the recording now, but thank you, everybody. Have a great night. Bye, guys.